I'm Roman, and this is my real world review of Calendly. Let me warn you, this is going to be a bit of an unusual software review. I'm not going to go over every single feature in detail. Rather, I'm just going to explain the features that I use and what I like about it and how I use it in my business. So let's get to it. So first of all, what is Calendly? Well, it's an online scheduling tool that eliminates the back and forth of trying to match your schedule with someone else's. You know, when someone emails you and says, how about Wednesday, 3 p.m.? And then you're like, no, how about Thursday, 2 p.m.? Instead, you just send them a link to your Calendly. It shows your availability based on your schedule, events, and other settings like padding before and after meetings. They click a slot they like, pop their info in, and then Calendly sends you both a calendar invite via email. Bada bing, bada boom. So reason number one why I like Calendly is because of the calendar sync. You're not intending to use this for scheduling appointments with other people. You're going to want to sign up for the free version just so that you can get this feature. So when someone sends you a Calendly link, it's going to look like this. And the cool part is that if you're logged in and your calendar is synced, it's going to overlay your availability onto the calendar. These green times are times that you're available, and you can see that this is my schedule on the right-hand side. This is super useful. The other cool part is that, as you can see, it auto-filled the fields with my info. So because so many other people use Calendly, having this free account and hooking your own calendar up to it, huge time saver. All right, another reason why I love Calendly is SMS notifications. Emails get buried, event notifications in your calendar often get missed, but personally, I have a moat full of alligators surrounding my cell phone number. Therefore, I don't receive a lot of texts. If you get hundreds of texts a day, this might not be useful for you. I see every text I get because it's either friends, family, or Calendly telling me that I have an appointment. That's right. Calendly has a horde of highly trained text messaging goblins sending out SMS notifications for appointments 24/7. So you can set this up in the workflows, and I have it set up to send me an SMS at the time of booking and to send me and the other person an SMS about an hour before the event. So this is how I never miss meetings. Unless, of course, I'm in my parking garage working on my motorcycle where there's no data. Next up is the Outlook integration. Gmail does this as well. So say I'm emailing somebody and I want to schedule a meeting with them. Well, sending just a link creates a little bit of friction. Not everyone's going to click a link. Some might read your message, but then choose to deal with it later because there's no urgency tied to it. You know, when you say like, just schedule whenever with my link. So this is where the email integration comes in it lets you pull over a few available times in text into the email. So when I click on Calendly here, pulls up this sidebar. It's making sure I'm logged in. I'm not. And then I can do a few things here. So I can click add times to email. Let's say that I know this person's available on a Tuesday or Wednesday, so I'll select those 2 days, add to email, and it's just going to pop in like three of my available times for each one. The cool part about this is that these are all links, so if they click on any of the times, it's going to go straight to the scheduler with that time already selected. They can click this link down here to basically just go to my regular scheduler and see all my available times. But the best part about this is that for everyone who wouldn't have clicked a link, they're going to reply and just tell you which time out of those works for you. So that's the beauty of this integration is it reduces the friction by giving the other person options on how to book that meeting with you. All right, now for booking meetings over the phone. So if I'm on the phone with somebody to book a meeting, instead of hopping into my Outlook calendar and booking the meeting there, I actually just pull up my Calendly. It's just because the interface is so much easier. We agree to the time over the phone. Cool. You want to do Tuesday the 28th? Yep. I've got anything from 9 to 10:30, and I've got 1 to 4. Cool. 3:30 works for you? All right. And I'm actually just going to type in their info as if they're the ones scheduling it. And then when you click schedule event, bam, it's going to send them the notifications just like usual. And the reason I like this, I like to book all my events with Calendly. That way everyone always has a consistent meeting experience, whether I schedule it or whether they do. Because it's odd if one meeting you have with someone comes from Outlook and then the next time it comes from Calendly. Calendly just makes it so much easier. I also let my other team members book meetings for me. So our marketing team, for example, they have this Calendly link and they'll send it to prospects, or if they're talking to someone and they have permission to use this link to book meetings for me, which is super useful. All right, now for having your Calendly link in your email signature. So having a scheduler link in your signature is great for your image. It shows clients and prospects that you're available to them. People don't want to work with someone they can never get a hold of. And actually, surprisingly, very few people use this. So it's really just an image thing. I find that when people do use this link, it's usually something really important. People are generally pretty respectful of my time. For prospects, it allows you to sell without actually selling, because you can just be in the emails providing a ton of value, giving advice, helping, whatever, without having to say like, oh, by the way, I sell this and this. Can we get on a call? The link's just down there. It's unobtrusive. They're going to see it they're going to know that you have something to sell, and that it gives them that opportunity that if they want to engage with you on that level, they can, rather than you having to always ask for it. And that's just the way I prefer to sell and to do business anyways. So that's it of my quick Calendly review. There's a lot more to this software, but again, I just wanted to share from my experience how I'm using this in the real world, and how you might be able to benefit from it too.